Top of the morning to you, boys and girls. It's 11 August 2025. I'm at the Cathedral Church, and the man with the plan, that would be me. The prettiest thing that was, is now, ever will be, is here in Sudan, Juba, the capital of South Sudan. Now take a look carefully in the bottom left. This church was built in 1959 when this country was part of the Sudan. It became an independent country in 2011, and it's the most recent sovereign nation to declare its independence and be recognized the world over. 2011. Now, boys and girls, what this church is most known for, besides me being here, don't you see all my fans? There are no fans here. But there was a lot of fans here 2 years ago. You know who came here? The one and only Pope Francis. The one and only Pope Francis came here in 2023, and this here place here was packed to the gills, boys and girls. Now, out of respect for the local people, I'm not going to do a panorama because we've got, I can see in the distance here, 2 young church girls walking to school. We've got traffic police over there, and I'm respectful of people. And the 3 gentlemen over by the church that let us take pictures here and video, they're kind enough, I'm not going to take a picture of them. There's also some neighborhood houses here. But think of this, like think of St. Peter's Square, if you've ever been to the Vatican. A huge open plaza. It's not as big as that here, but it's quite big. And over on this side also is just more residential, but it's a gated square, so we're grateful to get in here. So 1959, beautiful day, no wind, you can hear me, you can see me. The people here in South Sudan, very friendly, having a good time here, feel very safe here, there's no issues. The most important thing you got to do in the South Sudan, as you would do in any place, is you want to ask for permission. If you come to my house and your shoes are muddy, you better be asking me, should I take my shoes off? Otherwise, I'm going to make you take your shoes off, right? So you always want to ask people for permission. You're a guest in their country, and so we've asked for permission here to take photos, do some video, all good to go. Did it by the river earlier this morning, good to go. Did it yesterday with the football, had a little bit of a hiccup, but it worked out okay. And basketball at Dr. Bayer Academy. And I want to use this video and this time to thank my good friend Atem and the Dr. Bayer Academy for having me. Atem, if you want to come in the video, it's okay, but if not, I know a brother that shot, my brother. Oh, my brother's going to come in the video. This is the handsome man. Now, this is Atem. Atem is an engineer by trade. He studied his university in India. He's been my driver. He's been my go-to, keeping me safe. He also is affiliated with the Dr. Bayer Basketball Academy. Watch all those videos. Atem is from here. He was here when this country was part of the Sudan. Now he's here. It's part of its own country, independent nation. He's smart. He's well educated. He's a civil engineer. He actually went to China to help do his career. Company paid for it. And then he studied in India. And I believe you said you've also visited the UAE, right?
Yeah.
Now he wants to visit the United States at some point. If you had to pick one city in the United States based on your research, if you could go to one city, and you'll get there. He's a young man. He's in his 30s. I'm still pretty, even at 53. What city in the USA do you want to visit? Texas. Now, tell the viewers why there's a link between your current president and you wanting to go to Texas. Explain it to the viewers.
It's because of the cows.
The cows!
We Texas people and us, we're the same. We keep cows, we cherish cows, and we herd. So,
you know the
shout
song?
out to Texas.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Yeah.
Deep in the heart of the South Sudan. Yeah. There you go, boys and girls. So, I believe President Bush, the second Bush, not the first one, 1,000 points of light, not gonna do it. In fact, the first Bush, his library is in College Station, home of the Aggies, the 12th man in American college football. And his son, George Bush, the most recent president, his library is at Southern Methodist University in Dallas. So there is a Texas connection there. Now, George Bush, I believe, was a big supporter of South Sudan gaining its independence, as you were mentioning. And because George Bush, both the Bushes are from Texas, although they also are from New England in a sense, Yale, etc. That's the tie-in. So a lot of South Sudanese, cows are an integral part of South Sudanese culture. Atem is attesting to that, and Atem is from here, born and raised in South Sudan. Used to be part of the Sudan. So that's the connection. Now the question is, what city in Texas? Because Texas is the largest.
Houston.
Houston, okay.
I'm a Rocket fan.
Oh, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Exactly. He's from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So Houston, he wants to go to the Bayou City, the Space City.
Oh, Houston.
And also, that also has a
to.
George Bush tie because George Herbert Walker Bush, 1,000 points of light.
Yeah.
Read my lips, no new I can't do. Danny Carvey's a comedian. He can do it much better than me.
Yeah, true.
George Bush is tied. In fact, we have a baseball team in Houston called the Astros.
I think it will be my team now. Since
Yes.
I'm a Houston fan.
So George Bush and his wife Barbara Bush, the late Barbara Bush and the late George Bush, 1,000 points of light Bush, they used to go to Astros games.
Wow.
In fact, I got a Bush story. I was at spring training for the Astros in Kissimmee, Florida, home from college. I went with my father and my brother. It was an overcast day like today. It must have been 1992. And who threw out the first pitch? George Bush, who played in the first College World Series. And I remember his first pitch was like this. Give me the ball, I got the ball, 1,000 points of light.
Yeah.
Whee! And I got a picture from the Orlando Sentinel. I'll have to put it on my website. Remember, maybe I'll use this video to remember to do it.
Alright.
He threw the ball like not even close, but that's okay. He was the president. When the president calls and say, "Yo, I'm coming to Orlando for a spring training baseball game.
Yeah.
Can I throw out the first pitch?" What are they gonna say? No. You're the president. You can do whatever the hell you want. So yeah, he threw out the first pitch. So we had to get that. I wonder if Bubba. I think Bill Clinton threw out the first pitch. Trump. I don't think Trump's got the good arm. Now Bush, his son George W. owned the Texas Rangers.
Wow.
Briefly before he was a politician. His son owned the Texas Rangers, the lower Bush, and he jokes, the younger Bush, the most recent president, jokes that when he was a president, when he was working with the Rangers, when he was one of the owners, he wasn't the owner, he traded this famous baseball player from the Dominican named Sammy Sosa. And Sammy Sosa went on to have a great career, and in 1998 did this famous home run chase with Mark McGwire. Well, George Bush was the owner of the Rangers when they traded him. In other words, they exchanged him to another team. And so jokingly, when people have asked George Bush about his time as the Rangers, he said, I don't know if I was a very good owner. I traded Sammy Sosa. I can't do a good George Bush Jr. either. I tried, but I can't. The sun is coming out. It's a beautiful day. We got a Tem here. We're gonna go see a little bit more stuff here in the South Sudan. The man with a plan, me. Now the sun is out, I gotta remind you, look at me. Little sunburn, little dry skin, but like the greatest Muhammad Ali, I'm still pretty, like a girl. Home with the Pope Francis coming here. 2023, I made it here. Now the sun is out, look at me, having a good time. Rope a dope. We'll see you next video, bye.
Alright.
Good. So I'm just gonna take